They have this time, and they will rectify it immediately.
Once it is written, it cannot be undone.
Anything can be undone. Find a way.
I can't believe we might get our maid assignments today. God, I hope not. We just turned 18 last week. I'd rather get it over now. Otherwise, it's just going to be hanging over our heads for another year. God forbid we enjoy a year of freedom as adults before we're forced to become incubators. True. Maybe we could end up like Ella. Can you imagine falling in love with Alpha Xander and Beta Zane? No. I'm a female who was destined at birth for this. I've never let myself imagine falling in love.
As a reminder before we start, the High Council takes mating assignments very seriously. Their selections are made with great care, and failure to comply will result in swift punishment for all parties. Females will be sent to a breeding facility, and males will no longer be eligible for a mate. Now then, let's jump right in.
Please, please, please don't let me get called today. I'll do anything.
Our first assignment is for Charlotte Ash.
Charlie. I think I'm gonna puke. Save it for later and get up there before he gets mad.
Charlie, you have to move. Now.
Is she even housebroken? Forget being housebroken. From the looks of her, she doesn't even like males. Remove them. Disrespect will not be tolerated.
I'm very pleased to announce that the High Council of Elders has decided to mate Charlotte Ash with Alpha Xander Graven and his Beta Zane Rockford.
What did you just say? You go, girl.
I thought alphas always get to choose their mates.
Isn't that why they've been unmated for so long?
So does this mean that they didn't choose Isla?
Go.
Clearly, the High Council has made a mistake.
The High Council doesn't make mistakes!
They have this time, and they will rectify it immediately.
Once it is written, it cannot be undone.
Anything can be undone. Find a way.
Hello? Remember me?
Next up is Ella Stone,
Nothing at all could go wrong here.
mated to Gregory Bjorn and Lucas Spindle.
Why would the High Council assign anyone to them? All of their mates die.
She'll be their third one.
Ella, you need to go to your assigned mates.
Please, please don't make me.
We'll fix it, love. I promise.
Trade Charlie for Ella! Trade her! Trade Charlie for Ella! Trade Charlie for Ella! Trade her! Trade
Oh
Charlie
God, what if that's what they do? Can they do that?
Charlie for Ella! Trade her! Trade Charlie for Ella!
No one deserves those monsters. Charlie stays with us. I hereby declare that Gregory and Lucas are forbidden from taking a new mate until they can guarantee the new she-wolf's safety.
You do not have the authority to do that.
I am well within my right as Alpha to do whatever it takes to protect every member of my pack, no matter what.
You are playing with fire, Alpha Graven.
Until you can find a shifter law that says otherwise, my decision stands. In canon, I welcome the flames. We have to sleep together tonight.
Absolutely not. Not interested in sloppy seconds.
You know the laws about completing matings on assignment day?
I know. And wouldn't it be just awful if the two of you were banned from ever taking another mate?
But you're forgetting something important. You'll be sent off to a breeding facility.
I'm starting to think that might not be a bad option.
God damn it, woman. Can't you see we're trying to save you? Do you have to make it so fucking difficult? You know, most women would give their right arm for a chance to fuck us. And the ones who have say we're pretty good at it.
Will Ala be joining us? Can I compare notes with her?
You scented it too. I don't want to discuss this scene. Tough shit. We have to. My wolf recognizes her. And I know yours does too. This has never been done before. We have to do whatever it takes to protect Ala. And Charlie. Charlie will hate us after this. My wolf, he hates everything about this. I don't want to do this to her. Same. But how else can we protect them both? It's the only way.
Where are they? We're supposed to mate by midnight.
Don't let them see how nervous you are, Charlie.
It's time to mate.
Wow. A whole 30 minutes just for me. Then again, we probably only need a couple of minutes.
You're going to have to stop antagonating them if this is ever going to work.
Holy shit, they're hot.
Like what you see?
Nope. Not going to give them what they want. They have Ella to struck their egos. Let's just get this over with.
Shit, she's fucking gorgeous. Jesus, you're gonna have to loosen up a little. This doesn't have to be miserable, you asshole. Before we do anything, have you been with anyone before, love?
That's not any of your business.
Oh, fuck, a virgin.
Don't worry, we'll make sure your first time is perfect. Is his mouth on you? Dan's gonna get you nice and ready, and then you're gonna take both of us. Can you do that? Can you be a good girl and take both of us at the same time?
Yes. Please.
To say it changed everything would be the understatement of the fucking year. She's going to hate us. I know. I don't want her to hate us.
Tell me everything.
Tell you what,
Don't play with my emotions right now. You know exactly what I mean. Yes, we mated. And it was amazing. I don't know what happens now. It was supposed to just be what we had to do to get it done before midnight, but then it became more. Since I wasn't assigned yesterday, I'm gonna live vicariously through you. That doesn't sound very friendly.
Charlotte Ash, we need you to come with us.
Can't you just tell me where you're taking me? Is my mom okay? My sister?
Why am I being brought to the throne room? This is where pack punishments and decrees are given. It's okay. You won't break me.
Xander, Zane.
You will address the alpha and beta by the title. Show
I
respect!
will not call my mates by their titles. I will call them by their given names.
Yesterday, my beta and I were assigned Charlotte Ash as our mate. As you all know, per our laws, claiming must happen before midnight on assignment day to ensure that all assigned matings occur and are not thwarted.
We all know how mating works. Alpha, please, tell us why. Tell us why we are here.
Last night, my beta and I attempted to claim our mate.
What the hell does he mean attempted to? It definitely happened. Multiple times.
Upon consummation, we found our satisfying to be unsatisfactory, and we were unable to complete the claiming process to mark her as our mate. Therefore, I, Alpha Xander Raven, and my beta, Zane Rockfield, have chosen to invoke the unsatisfying mate clause and will take a second mate of our choosing.
What?
What is the meaning of this?
That's bullshit and you know it!
Excuse me.
You heard me. It's bullshit! You and Zane claimed me last night. multiple times. And trust me, there was no indication that anything was unsatisfactory for either of them.
A full claiming only occurs if we bite your neck and you bite ours. Neither the Alpha nor myself felt the urge to fully claim you.
But
instead, we have felt compelled to bite Illa Stone, and we have chosen her as our second mate.
He still thought ditching me at the county clerk's office for Chloe was just a tiny little misunderstanding. The Seth who used to love me was truly dead.
Chloe's baby needs a father on paper. Once we divorce, I'll marry you.
Everyone thought I'd swallow my pride and wait another month. After all, I'd already waited 7 years. But that night, I left the country for an arranged marriage. I vanished from his world completely. 3 years later, my husband and I flew back stateside for a family memorial. My husband had a last-minute work emergency, so he told his local branch to send a car for me. I walked into the arrivals terminal and saw a guy holding a VIP pickup sign with my name on it. I walked over and froze. Holding the sign was my ex-fiancé, Seth.
Yo, Seth, isn't that your obsessed ex? Isn't that Vanessa?
See? I told you guys. I knew she'd come crawling back.
Vanessa vanished without a trace. Now she sees Seth is loaded. She probably cries herself to sleep every night.
Vanessa, if you're gonna fake a random run-in, why show up in sweatpants? Couldn't you at least put on some makeup? Without Seth, you can't even buy a nice outfit? You look pathetic.
It was true. I used to spend hours getting ready for Seth. Full face of makeup, tight designer dresses, always making sure I looked absolutely perfect for him. But I didn't need to do that anymore because I'm pregnant and my husband refused to let me be uncomfortable. He banned heavy makeup and had this cheap loungewear custom tailored for me in Paris. Listening to them mock me, it suddenly clicked. They only read the name on the corporate dispatch. They had no idea the VIP they were picking up was me.
Vanessa, it's good you're back. Seth actually spent years looking for you. He asked about you everywhere.
Chloe's kid starts preschool next week. From now on, you're in charge of the drop-off.
He was still so incredibly arrogant, but I wasn't that naive little girl anymore. Looking at him now, I just felt exhausted and grossed out. I didn't want to waste another second on them. I was just about to tell them exactly who I was.
I am. Vanessa, please don't be mad at Seth. He's just trying to take care of you. You disappeared for 3 years. Who knows what kind of shady stuff you had to do to survive? Look at how run down you are. Seth wanted to make you my personal secretary. But clearly you can't handle that. But don't worry. Being my nanny is a respectable job. No one will look down on you.
Seth saw my scowl.
All right, Vanessa, drop the attitude. You clearly can't survive out there, so stop throwing tantrums. Take care of the kid and learn your place. Don't worry, my mansion has a perfectly good nanny room in the basement.
Damn, Vanessa, look how good Seth is to you. He's giving you free room and board. Hurry up and say thank you.
Don't you worry, dear. If my son acts up, I'll make sure to set him straight for you. I won't let you be mistreated.
Why would she be mistreated?
She ran away over a tiny little misunderstanding. If she hit rock bottom out there, she deserves to suffer a little.
Hearing that, my heart actually skipped a beat. After 3 years, he still thought ditching me at the county clerk's office for Chloe was just a tiny little misunderstanding. The Seth who used to love me was truly dead. He wasn't the boy who carried me across town, ignoring his own bleeding cuts. He wasn't the broke teenager who promised me the world. He wasn't the man who, despite all his fame and success, was still willing to cook for me. But whatever, it was all in the past. None of it mattered anymore. Besides, I'm about to give birth to my second baby anyway.
Aren't you here to pick me up? Let's go.
Pick you up? Don't make me laugh. Read it carefully. We are waiting for Mrs. Vance. Do you even know who that is? Mrs. Vance is the matriarch of the Vance family. She is the actual wife of Grayson Vance. Grayson Vance is a ruthless billionaire, but he's completely obsessed with his wife. Rumor has it, he stayed single for years, just waiting for her. Everyone in the industry knows the rule. Don't try to kiss up to Grayson. Kiss up to Mrs. Vance. She is his entire world.
Listening to them gossip about my marriage, I couldn't help it. A genuine, happy smile spread across my face. We had been married for 3 years. Grayson's empire had only gotten bigger, and his reputation as a fiercely devoted husband had spread everywhere. Chloe always needed to feel superior to me. She couldn't pass up a chance to show off.
To win his wife's heart, Grayson Vance bought a custom diamond bracelet at Christie's. It cost $20 million. Mrs. Vance is literally the most envied woman on earth. That's the exact same bracelet!
It's a pretty good fake. Which broke delivery guy bought this for you? Buying you a cheap knockoff? Absolute trash.
Wow, it really is a high quality fake. Way better than the replica I bought. But I'd never actually wear mine in public. It's so embarrassing. These overseas knockoffs hit different. The weight actually feels real. Or what, Vanessa? Are you going to tell us you're the real Mrs. Vance? Are you the legendary billionaire's wife?
The second she said it, the frat boys erupted into hysterical laughter. To them, it was the most absurd joke in the world.
Vanessa, just sell this fake to me. I'll pay you double what your broke boyfriend paid.
I panicked, terrified she was going to drop it.
Give that back right now. Grayson gave that to me.
Shut your mouth! Vanessa, do you have a death wish?
You think you can just casually drop Mr. Vance's name?
Are you trying to get me killed?
Do you have any idea how hard we fought for this airport pickup?
Grayson Vance bought out Seth's company last year. Our entire livelihoods depend on him now. The only way Seth keeps his executive spot is if we impress Mrs. Vance. And you're out here spreading psychotic rumors that you know the CEO? Are you trying to ruin Seth's career?
I wiped the blood from my split lip and slowly turned my head, then locked eyes with Seth. My stare must have been dead cold because Seth frowned. A flicker of genuine panic flashed across his eyes. Chloe saw that tiny shift in his expression. Her eyes turned venomous.
Vanessa, you ungrateful bitch! Seth was kind enough to offer you a roof over your head. Don't push your luck. I know you're bitter about the past, but trying to sabotage his career out of petty revenge? That's sick.
Hearing her say that, it felt exactly like 3 years ago. No matter what I did, Chloe would twist it. She would feed her poisoned version of reality to Seth. In the early days, he used to defend me, but by the end, he always took her side, just like right now.
You're such a jealous shrew.
But this time, he didn't keep screaming at me. He went quiet for a second. Then he pulled out his checkbook.
For the sake of what we used to be, I'll let this slide. Take the cash. Go buy some clothes that don't look like trash. If you really don't want to nanny Chloe's kid, I'll pull some strings and get you a decent job next week. Don't worry. Ever since the Vance acquisition, this kind of money is pocket change to me.
Watching him play the generous billionaire savior made my stomach turn. I shoved his hand away. I reached over and snatched my diamond bracelet right out of Chloe's hand. I gave him a polite,
"No thank you, sir. I don't take handouts from strangers."
I practically sprinted out of the arrivals terminal, hitting the fresh air outside, finally pushing down the nausea churning in my stomach. My mind flashed back to 3 years ago. My parents had been pressuring me into an arranged marriage overseas. I fought them on it. I begged Seth, my boyfriend of 7 years, to just elope with me, to sign the papers and make us permanent. Seth agreed, but when I showed up at the county clerk's office, he brought his childhood sweetheart, Chloe.
Her baby needed a legal father.
I will divorce her in a month, then marry you.
Watching him hold her hand and walk into that clerk's office, I'm completely done. I flew overseas for a blind date that very night. A month later, I married Grace and Vance. A year later, we had our first baby, and now, I'm pregnant with our second. Honestly, if it wasn't for Grayson's family memorial, I never would have set foot back in this country, and I definitely wouldn't have bumped into Seth. 3 days later, I showed up to the corporate gala alone, wearing light makeup and my custom loungewear. The second Seth saw me, his eyes lit up.
You said you didn't want to come, but here you are. Listen, if you want me back, you need to at least dress the part to match my new status.
I brushed off his arrogance and tried to pass him. He stopped me angrily after just 2 steps.
Vanessa, I'm talking to you. Our seats are right here. Where do you think you're going?
Those are your seats. My seat is over there. Vanessa, how did you sneak in here? Are you here to ruin everything? How dare you wear that bracelet?
Wait, is that the Eternal Heart diamond bracelet? Mr. Vance bought that for his wife.
Tonight is Mrs. Vance's first public appearance.
Is this girl trying to mock the billionaire's wife?
She sneak in? Is she trying to humiliate us in front of Mr. Vance?
Excuse me, Seth. Is this young lady your friend? No, I don't know her. Take that fake bracelet off and get out.
Are you sure you want me to leave? Stop acting like you're special! Take it off! Treating this cheap garbage like treasure?
My hand throbbed from her heel. My wrist was bleeding and torn, but I just sat there, staring blankly at the snapped bracelet and the diamonds scattering across the floor.
Pick her up and throw her out.
A few security guards immediately surrounded me. They reached down to grab my arms and legs. I panicked and struggled.
Stop touching me! I am Grayson Vance's—
Chloe slapped me across the face before I could finish.
Are you gonna start spreading rumors that you're Mr. Vance's mistress now? You psychotic bitch!
She wasn't satisfied. She backhanded me a second time. When I flew back to the States, I didn't want to bother with revenge. It felt beneath me, but right now, I was going to make sure she paid for this. Seth crouched down in front of me. He reached out to touch my bleeding wrist. I instinctively flinched away from him. His eyes turned ice cold.
Vanessa, are you done throwing your little fit? You showed up wearing a fake diamond bracelet? Like, dressed like a complete mess. Just because you see I'm rich now, and you want to make me jealous? If you want me back, just beg. I'll say yes.
I looked him dead in the eye.
Seth, you are absolutely screwed.
In a spirit world ruled by divine creatures, angels and dragons stand at the highest order, 2 bloodlines bound by fate. As the highest-born angel princess, whoever I marry becomes the next Dragon King. Last life, I chose Caspian, my childhood love. I gave him my angel energy to crown him. On his coronation day, he didn't propose. Instead, drove a blade through my chest and handed my heart to the fake angel in his arms.
If you hadn't forced me to marry you, Alora wouldn't have suffered so much! The only reason I played along was because I needed your angel core to turn her into an angel! I could have taken this throne without you!
He ripped out my angel wings. He broke my sacred bones. He carved the angel core out of my chest with his own hands. I lay in a pool of my own blood. I watched him cradle my angel core like a gift. I watched him offer it to her. Everything went black. When I opened my eyes again, I was back. Back on the day of the choosing.
Serafina, have you decided who will be your husband?
The air went out of my lungs. My hands trembled. The memory of cold steel cutting through my chest was still fresh. Your Majesty, Before I could finish, Caspian dropped to his knees.
Father, I know Serafina loves me, but the only one I love is Alara.
If I betray her, let the heavens curse me into the pit for eternity!
The whole court erupted. The Dragon King's face went white. Even the bored princes turned to stare. Everyone knew what I was. I represented the entire angel court. Whoever married me would be the next Dragon King.
I know Serafina can't live without me. I'll take her as my second wife. I'll take care of her for the rest of her life.
A second wife. He wanted to make me his calm.
How dare you! That pretender Alara isn't fit to side an angel princess. A vow? I'll kill the girl Meryl myself. Then your vow breaks.
Caspian's face flashed with hate. He couldn't believe his father would go this far. He looked at me with pure disgust.
What are you waiting for? Didn't you want to marry me more than anything?
He thought I was still that same girl who worshipped the ground he walked on.
I'm handing you the chance. Take it. You've stolen so much from Alara already. She's the kind one, letting you share me.
Stolen from Alara? Alara, a lesser fae, a false angel. Because she'd once been mistaken for me, she actually believed she could become one. When I was a baby, the War of Angels broke out. The Angel Court lost every unhatched angel egg in the chaos. They picked up Alara, the wrong child. 100 years passed before we could take our true forms. Only then did my parents realize their mistake, or so they said. My mother was soft-hearted. She let Alara stay, let her live like a princess. 10 years after they found me, the Dragon King brought me to his palace because the dragon bloodline was dying. The first dragon line could barely produce heirs. Every new Dragon King had to be chosen from the lesser serpents. Black serpents, snakes, mermen, lizards, any of them could become dragon, if they survived the trial of the ancients. But marrying an angel princess guaranteed their survival. It purified their blood. Everyone else just knew the princess chose the next king. What Caspian just said wasn't rejection. It was a slap across the face of the entire angel court. If the angels turned on the dragons over this, the dragon bloodline would wither. The Dragon King struck Caspian across the face, hard.
Seprafina, this boy is a fool. Do what you want with him. Just don't be angry.
This was my chance to rewrite everything.
Your Majesty, I've decided who I want to marry.
Every head in the hall turned, Caspian's too. His eyes were smug. He thought he'd won. He thought I'd still choose him despite everything. I walked forward. I took the Dragon King's hand. I traced a name into his palm, slowly. Then I leaned close and spoke into his mind. I told him what I was going to do. The Dragon King froze for a breath.
If that's truly what you want, fine. I'll prepare the wedding. You, stay in your chambers until the ceremony. Don't make a spectacle of yourself again.
A smug little smile tugged at Caspian's lips. He thought I'd caved. He thought I was still his. I didn't look at him. I looked at the corner of the hall instead. A young man stood there, sharp brow, still eyes, small black serpent horns just starting to push through his hair. Nothing like Caspian, who murdered me from my past life. Kalen, the black serpent no one noticed. The one who'd gathered my bones under the ashwood tree after I died. The one who'd loved me in silence for an entire lifetime. This time, I would choose differently. The Dragon King dismissed the princes. I stayed back for a private word. When I finally stepped out of the hall, Caspian was waiting, and she was with him. The moment he saw me, Caspian grabbed her hand and pulled her forward.
Sister, thank you for giving us your blessing.
She gently wiped her eyes. Seeing her, Caspian's expression softened.
Why are you thanking her? I only want you. She should thank you for being so generous. If you had refused back then, I would never have married her as my second wife.
His voice was as sweet as honey to her.
Alara suffered because of you. You could at least give her some relics. Consider it compensation.
I stared at them without saying a word. In my past life, I believed that story. That kind couple raised me. They sacrificed themselves to protect me from wild beasts. Until she told me the truth with a smile.
I led that beast there. I killed them just to get rid of you.
Then, Caspian cleared his throat.
Serafina, I need to talk to you.
What?
You heard what Father said today. Alara's magic is weak. Once we get married, people will bully her.
I almost laughed out.
You gave her every relic I gave you. Who would dare to bully her?
Compared to true power, relics are nothing. I'd like to borrow your angel core.
My mind is completely blank. In my previous life, this man dug out my core from my chest while I was screaming. Hatred almost drowned me.
I kept my voice flat. Do you know what it means to lose an angel core? I've lost my magic. I might die.
We're getting married. Stop being so petty about this. Leave it to Alara and I guarantee you'll be fine. If you refuse.
I stared at him. The pressure rolling off me makes me hair heavy. Alara's face lost its color. She could hardly stand. Even Caspian began to look uneasy. At this moment,
Princess Serafina, the king has sent me to fetch you.
The black-horned boy from the hall, Karen. He has not yet ascended.
Wait! What could a lowly crawler possibly have to say to you?
If you have time to worry about this, you might as well worry about the trial in 5 days.
I turned to Karen.
Did the king tell you everything?
He looked up at me. His eyes revealed a kind of ferocity and a kind of paranoia. He knelt on one knee.
Your Highness, do not worry. I, Karen, swear before the ancient gods. If I ever betray you, may I die more wretched than dust.
Thunder rumbled across the sky. Then it disappeared. I unfastened the pearl pendant tied around my waist. I tied it to his belt with my own hands. I believe in you. A scream came from the yard.
Princess! They're cutting down your tree!
My head snapped up. I ran to the courtyard. The ashwood tree I'd planted 100 years ago was on the ground, severed at the roots. My mother gave me that tree the day I left the angel court.
The ashwood is the angel's home. Wherever you go, when you see this tree, you are home.
I turned to Caspian, my eyes burning.
What gave you the right to cut down my tree?
He didn't even look up.
It's just a tree. I had it cut down. What of it? Alara likes flame lilies. From now on, you plant flame lilies here. Nothing else.
Just a tree. 100 years of care meant nothing to him.
This is my palace. I plant what I want.
Can't you even give her a space of her own?
His eyes went cold with venom.
What's yours is mine. I'm just planning ahead. If you keep pushing me, Serafina, I might not marry you at all. You can kneel and beg. I won't even look at you.
He waited for panic. He saw nothing on my face, so his voice turned sweet again.
I'm saying this for your own good. Be obedient. I'll even favor you first. You can give me my firstborn.
That was the last of my patience. I shoved him out the door.
Don't flatter yourself, Catherine. You will never be my husband. Not in this life.
The night before my wedding, I got a key card. Presidential suite. A penthouse in Manhattan. The place my fiancé, Don Nico Bellini, proposed. The place we first made love. I thought he wanted to relive that night. A pre-wedding surprise. Then I opened the door. All I saw was his back.
It's nothing personal. I'm just tired of the act. You needed to see the real me before the wedding, so you don't give me any shit later. Don't worry. You'll still be the official Mrs. Bellini. You've been with me for 10 years. Your hands aren't clean either. You did it all for my business. Who else in the city would have you? So, the wedding's tomorrow. As planned. I'll give you your spectacle.
He thought I'd break. I just slipped his rock off my finger, the engagement ring. I put it on the table and walked away. The next day, Nico Bellini stood at the altar of St. Patrick's Cathedral, dressed like a king, waiting for me to bow. I didn't run. I didn't hide. I walked right up to him, on the arm of his greatest enemy.
You wanted a wedding. Here it is. The marriage certificate? It belongs to him now.
Serafina, over here! Look here! You're New York's top art consultant. How does it feel marrying the Don of the Bellucci family?
A match made in heaven! The wedding of the century!
Reporters, disguised as guests, swarmed the entrance to St. Patrick's Cathedral.
Miss Vitali, your gallery has supplied high society with countless treasures. Today, you've become the most precious piece of art, yourself.
I ignored the camera flashes and the endless praise, walking toward the church, flanked by my bodyguards. He'd called me this morning.
I'd fucked that woman all night, 7 times. I needed to catch up on sleep to have enough energy for the wedding, so I couldn't come pick up my bride.
He was so sure I'd come on my own. He walked toward me and gave me a light kiss on the lips.
Baby, you finally made it.
It's fine. I know you're a busy man.
Yeah. Boss, that move last night was cold. Making her watch you with another woman, and she still shows up today, smiling in a wedding dress. Yeah, any other woman would have lost her mind. Our Donna's got guts. Of course she does. She's been with me for 10 years. What hasn't she seen? Besides, who else in the city would dare to have her?
Everyone here knew how much money I'd laundered for him over the last 10 years, how many messes I'd cleaned up. My hands weren't clean. Like he said, who else would have me? Just then, his private phone rang. He glanced at the screen. A smile touched his lips.
What's wrong? Didn't I tell you to call later?
Nico, I'm flying to Paris this afternoon. I made an appointment at City Hall in 10 minutes. Can you come? I want to have the certificate before I go.
10 minutes? In that much of a hurry? Boss? Who was that? Isla. She's flying to Paris. Insisted on getting the marriage license before she leaves. The way she begs for it, unfucking real. What about the wedding? What about it? The ceremony will take an hour or 2. I'll just swing by City Hall. It's a 10-minute thing. You know how that little princess gets. If I don't keep her happy, she'll throw a tantrum at the airport. Here, get a picture of us. For the memories. Be good. I gotta go, or I'll be late for the registry. You wait for me.
10 years of my youth, 10 years of love, all for last night's humiliation and today's wait for me. I felt clearer than I had in years.
Nico Bellino! If you walk out that door today, I'm replacing the groom.
Born a total bombshell, so I sold myself to pay my family's debts. And the buyer? The most badass mafia family in the city, the Marinos. My job? Fix their woman-repellent heir who's rumored to be gay.
$10 million. This is the contract. Be my son's exclusive companion.
Lorenzo Marino. He's completely closed off all women.
Lorenzo is all we have left of this name. He has never wanted any woman. Not once, not ever. If you can change that, if you can secure our family's legacy, you will want for nothing. Money, protection, status, all of it.
You want me to make your son fall for me?
I want you to give him a reason to try. There is a difference. If he chooses you in the end, the entire Marino empire will back you.
I agreed.
But what I never saw coming, this rumored woman repeller left me begging for mercy night after night.
6 months. If nothing changes between you two, you can leave Scotty free. I'll pay you the full amount, no strings attached. Your reputation stays unruined. Lorenzo will know why you're here. I've never been able to hide anything from him, but he just doesn't have to know about the contract.
3 days later, I moved into the Marino estate. The advance money was already in my bank account. Elena Lorenzo, the Don's mother, met me at the door, pacing.
A face like that. If that man still can't see what's right in front of him, I don't know what I'll do with him.
Don't worry, madam. I'd try.
She then introduced me to all the household staff. Then she left. They all stared at me with obvious curiosity.
They've tried just about every type of woman by now, haven't they?
Mrs. Marino's never giving up. Even every single attempt ended in failure.
The last one lasted 3 days. The two before her didn't even stay 1 full day.
The housekeeper approached. All the gossiping servants scattered at once.
Mrs. Marino says you have no assigned room here. You'll have to figure it out on your own.
Threw my body into the woods. No funeral, no grave, just crows. And that was the second time I died for him. In my world, being blind is a defect. Without a wolf, you are nothing. I am an omega, the very bottom of the pack hierarchy. No strength, no shifting, no healing. A normal wolf gets stopped, heals in minutes. Give me a paper cut, and I'll bleed for days. But I have something no one knows about. I don't see faces, they see souls. Jealousy, toxic green, hate, deep oily black. In my last life, I used it to build a king. Lucian, a forgotten 5th son. I picked him. I made him. I put him on the throne. In the day my sister Celeste died, he grabbed my jaw so hard I heard it crack. Forced a wolfsbane tincture down my throat.
You blind freak, you knew I never wanted you. Celeste should have been mine from the start. And because of you, she ended up with Marcus. They tortured her to death. It was your fault.
I died in agony. He gave Celeste's corpse a royal burial. He gave me the woods. But the hurt, his hate, it was so consuming it dragged me right back from the jail. I opened my eyes, 17 again. Night of the mating ball. Lucian walked straight past me and took Celeste's hand, like he was afraid someone might stop him. The bastard came back too, and he remembered everything. He is terrified I'll choose him again. Honestly, I couldn't care less. I swept my blind gaze across the back of the room. In a sea of dark, rotten souls I saw it. A soul so pure it glowed like liquid gold. The man in the wheelchair. True alcohol.
I choose Celeste as my mate.
Lucian's voice cracked through the hall like a whip.
She is my one and only Luna.
He walked toward my sister with eyes full of a tenderness I knew was performance. The room went silent, then the whispers hit me like a wall.
No heir in their right mind would want her.
A blind Omega who couldn't even shift? What a joke. Why is she even here?
Trash like her should be in the kitchen, not at a mating ball.
I am an alpha's daughter born blind. When I came of age, my wolf never world built me teeth and claws. That is not just weakness, that is a death sentence. Being wolf-less, that makes you a joke. My sister Celeste is the golden child, born with the siren song. The voice calm even the most violent alpha in the loop. The family treats her like a goddess. They treat me like a mistake they can't take back. Lucian dropped to one knee in front of her.
Accept my mark, Celeste. I will make you the most powerful woman alive.
And as he spoke, he threw one look back at me. Not an apology, a warning. He thinks he can take the throne without me this time. He thinks I was what held him back. He has no idea what he just threw away. I didn't awaken a wolf when I came of age. I got something much more dangerous, the soul eye. Jealousy is toxic green. Hate is a bottomless black. Love is pink. And the deeper the feeling, the darker it burns. In my last life, I kept him alive with this. I spotted assassins before they moved. I told him who to trust, who to kill. This time, I am going to let him have exactly what he wanted, and watch him realize too late that without me, he is nothing. And I really hope, for his sake, he doesn't end up calling back to me, begging for a mercy we'll no longer have. The moment Lucian's announcement landed, every eye in the room found me. I'm just a blind girl. I'm not worthy of a man like Lucian. Celesta is the perfect match for him.
At least you know your place.
He stepped closer.
An Omega with no wolf? I wouldn't choose you if you were the last woman breathing. Not even if you crawled to me on your knees.
My mother Marilyn made a sound beside me, a sharp inhale, like she was about to say something she shouldn't. I squeezed her hand. She went quiet. I swept the room with my soul eye. Marcus, murky charcoal, cruel underneath the surface. The other airs, muddy swirls of greed and want. In my last life, I chose Lucian because his soul looked cleaner than anyone else's in the room. It was a mask. I didn't see what was underneath until the day he killed me. A rotten, deep purple black. He didn't just hate what I was. He hated me. I was blind in my last life in more ways than one. Never again. Celeste glided toward him, face arranged into the perfect picture of a loving older sister. Don't be sad. Go ahead. I'll let you have whoever you want. Her soul was turning, toxic green, edge to edge. Pure jealousy, barely holding its shape.
Since no one's going to claim you anyway, you can always beg me for work. Celesta will need a personal maid. If it's just Vesmichi floors, scrubbing floors all a wolf-less Omega is good for.
I didn't blink. I didn't even bother. None of them were worth the energy. And then the sound of wheels. The chatter died. Then the room shifted. Kyle Ravenscroft had arrived, uninvited, unannounced, and completely unmoved by the spectacle. He sat in that wheelchair like a predator at rest, and then I saw it. My breath caught. His soul was gold, pure, shimmering, blinding gold. The mark of the moon goddess herself. The mark of a true king.
I am the High Princess of the Phoenix clan. I poured all my power into my childhood sweetheart Caspia, to be my husband and the next Dragon King. But in return, a blade plunges through my chest.
Caspian, why? If you hadn't forced me to marry you, Isolith wouldn't have suffered.
He kicked me to the ground, holding his childhood sweetheart.
I only faked loving you, just to rip out your magical core for her.
Then he reaches into my chest bit and pulls out my magical core. Through fading eyes, I watch him place my core into Isolde's palm, like a gift. Just as I thought I was dead, the pain vanished. I snapped my eyes open, drenched in cold sweat.
Florence, have you decided who to marry?
That voice, the king. I was reborn back to the day I chose my husband. I look at my father and say,
Father, I think...
King!
Before I can finish, Caspian drops to his knees with a dramatic...
I know Florence loves me, but Isoleth is my only true love.
The crowd gasps. The king's face turns to stone. Everyone in this room knows what I represent. I am the Phoenix Princess. The only one. Isolde is just a little bird. During the Great War, eggs were lost. My parents brought Isolde back by mistake. Thought it was me. Until decades later, I returned home. My parents learned of her true identity, but my mother was kind and let her stay as a princess. Caspian's words didn't just insult me. His words as to humiliate the whole country. In an instant, the people in the palace began to whisper among themselves. His words just now insulted the entire kingdom. But Caspian isn't finished.
I know Florence can't live without me, so I'll be generous. I'll let her be my mistress. She should be grateful Isolde is kind enough to share.
How dare you! Isolde is nothing but a fake phoenix. How dare she compare herself to my daughter?
Hearing this, Caspian didn't calm down. Instead, he looked at me with resentment.
What are you waiting for? Don't you want to marry me more than anything? Here's your chance. Just say yes. You've stolen so much from Isolette already. She's kind enough to let you share me with her. You should be on your knees thanking her.
I looked at him with a cold smile. New kings must survive the heavenly lightning to transform into dragons. As the dragon bloodline weakened. Without a real Phoenix princess, no one would live through it. Phoenix's power purifies their blood, shields them from death. The princess doesn't just pick a king. She makes one. The king's palm slapped Caspian's face. Then he turned to me.
Florence, whatever you want to do with him, do it. Just don't let his stupidity drive you away.
Caspian staggers from the slap. Even in this situation, that arrogant face creeps back. He looks at me like he already knows what I'll say. Like I'm a dog that will always come back. In my past life, this is where swallowed my pride, smiled through the pain and chose him. I gave him everything. My magic, my core, my life. Not this time. I lift my chin and look past him, as if he's not even there. I look at the king.
Father, I have already decided.
Now everyone looks at me, including Caspian. I step toward the king and take his hand. Slowly, I write a name in his hand. Then I lean close and use magic to whisper my plan directly into his mind. The king's eyes flicker. Then he nods.
Since you are so sure, I will arrange the wedding.
He turns to Caspian.
Do not go out before the wedding!
This is my last chance for you. Reflect on what you've done.
As ordered, Your Majesty.
A smug smile crawls across Caspian's face. His eyes say everything.
I knew she'd agree. She always does.
He thinks the wedding is for him. I don't correct him. I let my gaze drift to the far corner of the hall. A young man stands there, half hidden in shadow, sharp, quiet eyes, a pair of small black naga horns on his head, and he's looking at me. And the moment our eyes meet, he looks away. Then the king sends everyone away except him. They speak privately for a few minutes. When I leave the palace, Caspian is waiting outside, and Isolde is standing right beside him. Seeing me coming, they quickly stepped forward.
Thank you for letting us be together,
Isolde says softly. Her voice is sweet, practiced.
My parents would be so happy if they could see this.
My stomach turns.
Your parents.
Caspian cuts in before I can respond.
Why are you thanking her? I only want you. She should be thanking you for being generous enough to share me. If you had said no, I wouldn't even keep her as a mistress.
He strokes Isolde's hair when he speaks to her. His voice is warm, almost loving. In my past life, I never once heard that voice directed at me. Then he turns to me, and the warmth vanishes.
Isolette's parents died because of you. She lost everything, and yet she's still kind to you.
He says flatly.
The least you can do is give her something in compensation.
Isolde's parents? They were fake phoenixes. Lesser spirits who found me as a lost child and raised me as their own. They loved me. They fed me. They kept me warm through winters I couldn't survive alone. They died protecting me from a beast that attacked her. Their sacrifice is the reason the Phoenix clan found me. Their death gave me back my birthright. In my past life, I carried that guilt like chains. I gave Isolde everything she asked for because I believed I owed her. Until the day I died. That's when I learned the truth. Isolde lured that beast to our home. She sent it to kill me. And when her own parents got in the way, she let them die. She murdered her own parents just to get rid of me. Now this bitch still pretends to be harmless. I look at them both. I say nothing. Isolde tugs gently on Caspian's sleeve. Caspian pauses, as if remembering something.
Florence, there's one more thing.
I glance at him with pure contempt.
What?
Isolette's magic is weak. After the wedding, she'll be bullied by the other clans.
You gave her plenty of artifacts.
I reply coolly.
Who would dare bully her?
Every gift I ever gave him. He handed straight to Isolde without a second thought. He remembers this too, but there's not a shred of guilt on his face.
Artifacts are nothing compared to real power. I want to borrow your magical core.
Suddenly my brain explodes with a loud ring. His hands inside my chest, his fingers closing around my core and pulling. The memory hits me like a wall of fire. My vision goes red. Every nerve in my body screams,
Kill them! Kill them both! Right now!
My magic surges, but I force it down. I force myself to breathe. Death is too easy for them. Too quick. Too merciful. I look him dead in the eyes.
Do you know what losing a core means? I will lose all my magic! I could die!
Caspian doesn't even flinch.
We're about to be married. Why are you being so selfish about this? Give her the core. Now.
I stare at him. An invisible pressure radiates from my body like heat from a furnace. Isolde was knocked to the ground by the powerful magic power. Even Caspian took a few steps back. He half knelt on the ground, using all his strength to resist the pressure. Good. Be afraid. This couple of bitches are helpless in front of me.
Princess Florence.
A voice cuts through the tension. I turn.
The king sent me to find you.
It's him, the young man with black naga horns. He remained motionless under my magical pressure. Even his breathing rhythm was very steady. I release my magic, pull it back like sheathing a blade. The air returns to normal. I look at him and smile.
All right, let's go.
Wait!
His eyes lock onto the boy with pure, undisguised disgust.
What business does this lowborn have with you? What could a filthy Nago possibly have to say to the Phoenix Princess?
The boy doesn't care about Caspian. He just turns to me and leaving with me together.
Instead of worrying about who I talk to, you should be preparing for the trial in 5 days.
Trial? I am the strongest dragon candidate of this generation. I'll succeed even without your help.
I turn back looking at him.
We'll see.
The dragon trial opens once every 50 years. Every candidate who dreams of becoming a dragon must enter. They face the heavenly lightning that burns away their old form. If you endure it, you shed your scales and become a true dragon. One mistake, and you turn to ash. In my past life, I used my own life force magic to shield Caspian from 9 bolts at once. He became the first dragon in history to succeed on his first try. They called him a genius. A once-in-a-millennium king. They never knew it was my magic holding him together. My core cracking under the weight of his ambition. It took me 2 years to recover. The damage left a permanent scar on my cultivation, and he never even said thank you. Mentioning the trial shifts his focus immediately. His pride won't let him ignore it.
Just wait. In 5 days, you will come beg me to marry you.
I stay silent. Leaving out of the corner of my eye, I catch a flash of jealousy in Isolde's expression. She hides it quickly, but I saw it. They walk away together like the perfect couple. I turn to the boy standing quietly beside me.
Arthur.
He straightens instantly.
The king told you everything about the trial, so I need one honest answer. Are you here for power, or is there another reason?
He doesn't answer right away. Then he drops to his knees, both hands flat on the ground, forehead pressed to the earth.
I, Arthur, swear an oath to the heavens. If I ever betray you, in this life or any other, let me die the cruelest death imaginable.
The sky answers. Thunder rolls, shaking the air in my chest. A single bolt of lightning splits the clouds open, then silence. He used his magical core to seal it. This isn't words. This is his life, signed over to a promise. He stays, kneeling, waiting. I reach to the sun. A strong wave of magic shows. A phoenix royal pendant rests in my palm. I look at him. I haven't decided yet whether to give it to him. Something stirs in my chest. In my past life, I watched 100 men make promises to me. Sweet words, grand gestures. Not one of them made it. But this boy, this quiet, overlooked, low-born Naga, just bet his life on a single sentence. I released my hand, kneel down and tie it to his waist myself.
I believe you.
His eyes widen. His lips part, but no sound comes out. His hands are trembling. I pretend not to notice. I return to my palace as the sun begins to set. The moment I step through the gate, my little bird spirit comes running toward me.
Princess, come quickly! They're chopping your tree!
My blood goes cold. I look up and rush to the main courtyard, my sycamore. The tree I spent 10 years growing, 10 years of watering it, talking to it on lonely nights, watching it grow from a trembling sprout into something magnificent. It's been chopped down to the roots. The trunk lies on its side like a fallen body. Caspian stands beside the stump, arms crossed, without a trace of remorse. My mother gave me that tree the day I left the Phoenix realm. I was scared. I didn't want to leave home. I didn't want to live among dragons. She pressed a tiny seed into my palm and said,
"The sycamore is the home of the phoenix. Wherever you are in this world, wherever they send you, as long as this tree stands, you are home."
Now it's gone, destroyed in a single afternoon by a man who never loved me.
How dare you cut down my Sipaphore!
My voice shakes with a fury so deep. Caspian doesn't even look at the stump.
It's just a tree. I cut it down. So what?
He gestures lazily to the empty space.
Isolette likes phoenix flowers.
He looks at me with those cold, commanding eyes.
From now on, you will only grow phoenix flowers here.
Every night, I had to take Luna's place and sleep with the alpha. On the bed, I begged him to mark me and make me one of his mates.
Please, make me your wife.
What are you thinking? You're nothing but a slave.
I close my eyes. Every wolf in the pack knows Kalen doesn't just love Lady Vivian, he worships her. So the next morning, I walked straight to the pack matriarch and kneeled before her. I volunteered to marry her eldest son, Kalen's dying brother. Firstly shocked, then the pack matriarch's eyes filled with tears.
After the ghost marriage is done, you'll have to keep Widowsville for your mate forever, my good child. Have you truly thought this through?
I will have no regrets.
Alpha Kalen and Lady Vivian had gone deathly pale. On the full moon night, Kalen came to Vivian's room again. I watched them through the crack in the door, his voice low and honeyed, her laugh like silver. Vivian left to wash up, cheeks ruined with wanting. Before she went, she killed every candle, as always. An hour later, I stepped into the dark. His scent hit me first, and my traitorous body answered, heart slamming, skin tight.
Why are you so cold?
I was outside, watching the snow.
Truth is, I'd been shivering at the threshold in a thin slip for an hour, waiting for her signal like a good little ghost.
You smelled
A pause. My heart stopped. The tincture.
so nice.
His mouth found mine in the dark. His hardness reached my soul. Before dawn, I knelt at Vivian's feet and recited him, every whisper, every mark blooming purple on my throat. Her expression curdled. Then she walked back into his arms. Kaylin caught her hair around one lazy finger.
Been sneaking out to find yourself another wolf?
She swatted him, pouting prettily, as if she were the one. Vivian was beautiful, and chronically, devastatingly fragile. Kaylin saw her at the spring hunt gathering. He fell instantly. Offered her the first mate rank before the night was over. Perfect together. Everyone said so. As her bonded handmaid, I was genuinely happy for them. Until their bonding night. 3 nights in a row. No completed bond. No mating mark. Overnight, Vivian became the pack's favorite joke. Desperate, Vivian invented the switch. Every night, candles out, handmade substitutes, masking tinctures rubbed into my skin until I smelled like her ghost. Of all her handmaids, only I was a viable double. Vivian and I were built from the same blueprint. The same narrow waist, the same pale slope of shoulder and throat. Side by side in daylight, the resemblance was unsettling. In total darkness, with the masking tinctures working through my skin, his wolf couldn't tell the difference. What Vivian hadn't accounted for, I was not fragile. She broke under Kaylin's hands. I did not. What she couldn't endure, I simply survived. Body learning the architecture of his need, learning to anticipate it.
Relax. Only 3 years. My body will recover. Then I will give you enough gold to live well outside the mansion. Think about it.
My whole family's safety rested in her hands. I had no choice. 1 hour later, Vivian and Kaylin finally rose. I returned to my quarters briefly, then went in to lay out the morning meal.
Why are you dressed like that?
I didn't know how to answer. I pressed my lips together. Kaylin bit. Hard.
Darling, you've forgotten Selena is mute.
I nodded quickly. Serving Vivian meant constant proximity to Kaylin, and she was terrified of exposure, so she declared me mute. The entire pack believed it.
Your little mute is striking. Sad, almost, how pretty she is.
And what exactly does my alpha mean by that? Has she caught your eye?
I haven't blamed you for anything yet, and you're already turning on me.
Kaylin had pushed too far last night. I'd wept myself hoarse, then bitten him, hard. He'd walked through silver and hellfire to earn his title, scars mapping him from throat to hip. He wouldn't care about a few teeth marks. This whole performance was foreplay. I don't know how much time passed.
You insolent thing! You dared bite him? Are you challenging me?
I had no time to defend myself. Vivian had me bound, dragged to the supply outbuilding. No food, no water. Kaylin had left for the border territories. However long he was gone, I stayed locked up. I was barely breathing when my sister found a way through. Briar had bribed the guard, slipped a bowl of broth under the door. She was my younger sister.
Sister, what did you do to make the lady so angry?
Briar, when will Kaylin be back?
The guards say tonight, and he's going straight to the ladies' room.
What else was happening in the mansion?
The alpha-haired, his wolf spirit is fading again. The pack healers say there's nothing left to do. They're preparing the rates.
Lucian, the elder brother, cursed since birth, fading, never anchored to this world.
He's never taken a mate. The matriarch doesn't want him to cross alone. She's looking for someone willing to complete a spirit bond. A spirit bond with a dying alpha heir meant grieving him forever. No high-ranking female would consent. Not even the lower-ranked handmaids.
At dusk, they released me. I'd be needed that night.
Selena, I was impulsive. I meant to release you hours ago, but things got away from me. Don't hold it against me.
Of course not, my lady. My lady. It has been 3 years. When will I leave the pack mansion?
You want to leave?
Yes.
My body hasn't healed. Kaylin still needs you. If you insist on leave, I'll simply use Briar instead. Your sisters. The voice, the build. Close enough. How old is she? 13 or 14? Then, could Kaylin at least give me a rank? Reaching for status now? If I wanted Kaylin to take a new mate, I have 100 candidates. You would never make that list. Don't bother trying to go through Kaylin directly. You're a convenience to him. Even if you ended up in his quarters permanently, I could have you removed with a single word. But every unmated female is supposed to be matched eventually.
Eventually? Was I supposed to be her substitute? In bed? For the rest of my life?
The gatekeeper's son is your age. When you turn 16 next year, I'll arrange the match.
The gatekeeper's son. A man with a child's mind, and fists like hammers, hitting because it was the only thing he knew. Only by being bound to someone that broken would I remain useful, and too far gone to threaten her. Kaylin returned, to find me kneeling.
You're home! You must be exhausted. This girl broke the crystal chalice from the Western Alliance. I've had her kneeling.
Kaylin stepped over me, without a glance.
What's the status on my brother?
I've asked every unmated female in the pack. The spirit bond sounds like a curse to them. None of the young wolves will agree.
What's there to agree about? Find a female, threaten someone she loves, and it's done.
That kind of coercion would be hard to hide from your mother.
Enough gold and fear will find a willing body. And if you handle this well, my mother might finally look at you differently.
And
every time Kaylin came back from the border, he spent the whole night making up for lost time. He was an alpha who'd spent weeks at war. He came home hungry, and he made that hunger my problem. That night, I gave him everything. Pushed past my own limits to match him.
Why so eager tonight? Did you miss me?
I rarely initiated. He noticed.
Good girl.
Near dawn, I came back to myself in pieces.
Trying to run again? My wolf has always been scent sensitive.
Julian gave me this card.
Frozen?
He insisted I use his card for my birthday. I was so touched. But now he was gone. He'd ignored of my calls.
Mrs. Pierce, do you have another card? You know, we don't run tags here. You remember what happened last month, don't you?
Last month, Julian's secretary had run up a huge bill on his card. I'd frozen hers. A terrible realization hit me. Was this Julian's revenge for her? Leather shoes clicked at the entrance. Julian's arm wrapped tightly around Amelia. A crowd of socialites followed behind. She was smirking at me.
You love watching people unable to pay, don't you? Well, now you get to experience it yourself. How are you going to pay when you can't?
I heard she grew up poor and only caught Mr. Pierce's eye by luck. Now her husband brings his new girl to watch her get humiliated.
This is what you get when you sleep your way to the top just for being pretty.
How long does a woman's youth really last? Once a billionaire finds a younger toy, her luxury days end.
Just as I thought, it was a trap. To avenge his little secretary.
Don't worry, Amelia. However Serena humiliated you, I'll make her pay 10 times over.
Thank you, Julian.
She grabbed an expensive red wine bottle and smashed it at my feet.
You useless bitch! Julian's paying for me now. I can smash all I want. But you? You're done.
Don't glare like you want to kill me. If you have money, just pay and leave. Anyone who helps Serena pays the price. They go against me, against the Pierce family.
Mr. Pierce means business. He loves his secretary more than his wife.
I thought it was just and he means it. With his threat, who dare help her?
I snapped. Julian Pierce! Are you really humiliating me over this cheap trat?
Julian scoffed. He slapped me hard across the face.
That's right.
I stared at him, utterly stunned. He pulled out a handkerchief, wiped the hand he'd just used to slap me. 3 years of marriage. We were called the perfect couple. Once, he'd chased me endlessly. At our wedding, he swore loyalty, promised never to betray me. Look at us now. 3 years, all vows, all memories, torn to shreds by his cold cruelty. Just like they said, you're nothing but a pretty face married to money, no dignity at all.
You knew how much I dole on my secretary. But you still pushed your luck. You clearly don't know your place. Serena, if you can't pay this bill today, I'll have the manager strip you naked and throw you out.
Mr. Pierce is ruthless, stripping his own wife just for his new girl.
She won't be his wife much longer. After tonight, she's nobody.
Let's shut up and watch the show!
My face burned. I had no money, only the haute couture dress I was wearing. Even worse, my phone was dead. Then I realized Julian planned every detail of this trap.
It's getting late, Serena. The restaurant wants payment so they can close. Don't tell me you have no money. Oh, what are you going to do? If you can't pay, they'll hold you. Just like you did to me.
Amelia pulled out a slim cigarette and lit it. She blew smoke right into my face. Looking at her arrogant expression, I raised my hand to slap her.
Serena, stop it right now!
Julian quickly ordered his bodyguards and shoved me hard to the ground. I glared at him, eyes red with rage.
What? So you can hurt others? But they can't fight back?
The Pierce group's rise. 3 years, almost vertical.
Everyone called it Julian's genius. No one knew about the calls I'd made, the doors I'd opened. Even the city's underworld had given the Pierces a wide berth. I am the sole heir to the Sinclair family, the most powerful of the East Coast 4 legacy families. I gave you your chance, Julian. Now, time to collect some interest. I never expected a man's heart could change so fast.
Julian, are you really going to make me leave this restaurant in shame?
Of course. Do you think I did all this for nothing?
Amelia stepped forward, punched me hard in the face.
You have no right to freeze my card. Either you get locked up for the bill, or you lose everything you have. One way you keep your dignity, the other way, you don't. Hurry up and choose. I can't wait.
I clenched my fists and looked at Julian. All love in my eyes turned to cold ice.
Fine. If this is what you want, the Pierce family's bankruptcy is all on you.
Has she lost her mind?
Does she think she's some hidden billionaire?
She's gone crazy.
Julian glared at me in disgust. He picked up a plate and threw it at me.
Stop talking nonsense. Bankrupt my family? Are you even worthy? You should worry about surviving tonight. Manager!
Premier in the academy, and still, no one wants you.
Don't waste your time on her. Even looking at her makes me sick. Compared to you, she's nothing.
Pathetic, see? Elias has always chosen me, no matter how much you did for him. Farewell, sister. I finally got the 10,000. Elias will be so pleased. Elias, the 10,000th level 8 essence. Today's the day you take human form. You have no idea how dangerous it was. Ah! We can form the bond now, can't we? Thank you, sister.
Hilda.
Thanks to 10 years of your devotion, we couldn't have bonded without you.
Supreme Essence! How dare you keep this from me all along?
No! The Academy's shield relies on it!
No! Everyone, quickly take cover! Run!
Why would you do this?
Why? Because you are stupid and tedious.
Oh dear, sister. Premier in the Academy, and still, no one wants you.
Don't waste your time on her. Even looking at her makes me sick. Compared to you, she's nothing.
Pathetic, see? Elias has always chosen me, no matter how much you did for him. Farewell, sister. Alias, Hilda, I curse you both. If I get another chance, I will not let this happen. Everyone is still here. Good, it's good. That's good.
As tradition dictates, I now proclaim the decennial bonding ceremony of Beastward Academy underway.
I have returned to the day it all started.
Fire Dragon. He boasts a pure bloodline unseen in a decade. Elaine Tidesong, as our premier apprentice, you are the only one fit to master him. Though he is not easily tamed.
The Fire Dragon just refused her?
He is of noble blood, proud beyond measure, but there's no one better than Elaine.
Hilda! Step away, it's dangerous!
Professor, I know I'm nothing compared to my sister. It's just, I've never seen such a magnificent creature. And he seems to like me more? Professor Talon, since their hearts are already entwined, let them have each other.
What? She's a mere initiate!
I will not bond with the Fire Dragon. In fact, my choice lies...
Feathered serpent! A lowly half-breed?
Professor Talon,
Since the fire dragon refused to serve as my mount, I shall take this little serpent.
Elaine, you're the premier. Only the fire dragon is worthy of you.
Such lowly beast isn't even worthy of being the fire drag's lackey. Professor, my decision stands.
Then it's done. The fire dragon goes to Hilda. In 3 months, the Beastware trials will judge your progress with the utmost rigor.
Hilda, how could you do that? The fire dragon was meant for Elaine. Right. How can you steal from your own sister?
I didn't. He chose me first.
Brilliant. With that fire dragon, she'll be our new premier by morning.
The newest initiate, and yet she scoops the finest prize in the hall.
A treacherous beast was never a good choice.
In my past life, Alias was just as arrogant. He refused to forge the bond with me. To feed his growth, I risked death on every hunt, hunting man-eaters, just to secure the beast essence. He never once spared a glass for my wounds. He only had eyes for what he needed. When I was away, Hilda would come to him. I knew. I told myself she was just trying to help. But I never expected them to be this cruel. In this life, I won't let them betray me. Not again.
No!
Elaine? Elaine.
Professor?
A familiar shares its master's magic. You and Alias. You would have made an unstoppable pairing.
But as you saw, Professor, he has no desire to bond with me.
A beast's will can be guided. I shall speak with Hilda again and have Alias return
Professor, I seek no mighty instrument of power, but a true companion. He is not so bad, after all.
Fine. But remember, the Beastward trials is in 3 months. Academy's judgment is absolute. Any beast that falls short of the standard will be stripped from its master.
Oh, Elaine, if you truly wanted Elias, why didn't you just ask? What? No. Weren't you begging him? Hoping the professor hand Elias back to you?
Ridiculous.
My dearest sister, I'd love to return him, but...
He refuses to leave with you. Drop the act, Hilda. I have no interest in your precious mount. Save that energy for the trials. Speaking of the trials, I have to apologize in advance. When Alias makes me the new premier, where will that leave you? This time, let me see how Hilda gets this bloodsucker to take human form without me. Only if you can afford him. Of course I can! But can your little worm even survive 3 months? So you would defend your master, Alalius? You just detest me. Elaine! The fire dragon is Academy's most precious beast in a decade. You will be punished if you hurt him. So my serpent deserves to die? It's just a lowly half-breed. There are hundreds like it in the beast pavilion.
No wonder last time he died at your hands in just a year.
Hilda! Where is your familiar? It was too frail. It couldn't survive. I tried everything I could to save him. What did you try? What potions? What healing spells? You're an apprentice of Beastward Academy, and you don't even know basic of beast care?
How dare you question her?
Alasius, you never answer my summons, yet here you are for Hilda. Have you forgotten who your master is?
I share no bond with you.
You! It's my fault.
It's her I refuse to acknowledge.
Halt! As the Premier, I speak for the Dean himself. I order you to stay, Hilda.
As you wish, Elaine.
For your incompetence and the death of your familiar, I sentence you to the Outer Valley to clear out the trolls.
No! I can't do that, please! Please!
Do not panic, Hilda. I will come with you. My flames will be your shield.
I gathered essence all on my own. 1,000 times, all for you. And you never came. Not once.
As long as he chooses me and stands by my side, I will treat him right in return.
A fallen Premier and a mutt from the gutter. Perfect match. I hope you can last 5 minutes in the trials. Keep yourself and your mount in check, Hilda. Next time, it won't be just a splash of water.